Hello everyone, this is Connor here with Jade Dragons, and this is our Week 4 build demonstration. So whenever you start the game now, an immediate change that you will notice is the flashing keys. And these flashing keys will change depending on your keybinds, and in this case it is the arrow keys. Moving on, each card will tell the player something different, such as checkpoints, quest, and how to use your sword. Once we pick up the shield and the sword, it will tell you what key to press to use it and what it looks like. You'll also notice there are now outlines on interactable objects. On this potion here, it is in a light green color or yellow, and that shows the player that they can pick this up and use it. Another immediate change is with the combat. You will notice if you attack, it is still normal, but if you hold down the attack key, the player will charge their sword and can inflict more damage. This allows the player to use their sword more strategically depending on how long they hold it. As you can see here, if they hold in the sword, you can kill a tree in one hit sometimes depending on their health. This also adds a little bit more variation to the combat in general. You will see the outline used more up above on these logs. You can see that the log is highlighted in blue, so the player knows that they can pick this up and drop it on the empty spaces. We also kept the floating keys so that the player knows which key to press to initiate a pickup mechanic or dig mechanic, etc. So with all the coins, we can now go get the boomerang. If we turn on Immortal, we can prevent dying for demonstration purposes. The level complete bug that we had before has now been fixed, so if you go to the next level, you will see it no longer pops up. We can talk to the NPC in this level after we quickly kill the archer, and he lets us know that the blue rocks have magical tests of strength that can unlock special events. The rock also has the outline so that the player knows that they can push it, and the button up above lets us know that once it clicks, the rock is in the correct place. So with most of the easy level, with some small balance and bug fixes, everything else is mostly the same, so we can move on to the boss fight where some more changes have taken place. The pillars are also now highlighted, so that whenever they are destroyed, they are no longer highlighted, showing that the player has done it correctly. Once the player destroys all 4 pillars, the goblin goes down, and there has now been smoke added for a better show whenever you kill the boss. We can now head on to the medium level. There has been some very small changes, such as the following spin trap in this room. And there has been crates added in various places to show that the player cannot get through that area. And moving on, the next change is the NPC room has now been completely dedicated just for the NPC to show that he is interactable and that he is friendly, and he has been resized. And once the player talks to this NPC, it tells him about the skeletons. And the next big change would be the boss room. Once the player kills the NPCs, they will notice that the boss room is changed. It's a little bit smaller, and there's more objects, making it a little bit more competitive. player can use their charged sword, boomerang, and other combat skills to take out the wizard. And the level is complete. That brings us to the final level, the hard level. There are now arrows on the NPCs showing that we can talk to them. And this one tells us about a potion hidden in the graveyard, and that the tombstones also have ghosts, so we have to be careful. The red tombstone has a potion. With the shortened hard level, it's much easier to navigate now. And there are various dialogues, cutscenes, arrows, and more to show the player exactly what they can interact with and what they need to do to move on. This one lets us know that we need to find a way across the gap and get the missing stone. Dodging the spike traps and heading all the way to the top, we can push the block on the button and get the log. Avoiding the dash NPC and the goblin bombs. We can then place it on the gap, head across, and complete the second push puzzle stone. So we push this one on the block, and a cutscene shows that we have found the missing puzzle stone. So now we know that we have to go all the way back. You have to be careful since the enemies can actually push the stone as well. So once we kill the NPC, we can push the stone all the way down. There is another cutscene showing that we have cleared the path, and these cutscenes have been placed intuitively so that the player knows what to do next. And there's also arrows indicating that the player can go on up above. And we can just skip the boss fight since it stayed relatively the same. And we are now in the next part of the hard level. The team has spent numerous hours with bug fixes and balancing to make sure the game plays exactly how we want it to. But moving on, we can now complete the next push puzzle. If we kill the archer up above, we can actually get a chest, which gives the player another potion. So with the last and final bomb, we can open the door. Get to the final room. Gotta dodge the cannons, kill the dash NPCs. And we have now made it to the final ghost boss, and once we kill him, we can head on to the last part. And the skeleton says, "Thanks for saving us all, the witch is still out there, but we are safe." And this indicates the end of the game, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.